But don't give your power away, because that's the only thing that we have is our power. And all these little things on these battles on fronts, little fronts to get us distracted about the fluoride in our water and the pollution in the air, and all the other big things that are going on with the aliens that we really should be concerned about. I mean, it's
Right.
more dangerous, the wars that we have, than to have seatbelts on it, in my opinion.
Right. It's just distractions, and it's just,
Doesn't
that's
make ticket money.
how they do it, that's just what they're doing, how they do what they do, why they do it. It's all for a reason. And, the people at the lower level, like the police officers, they have no idea how the system really works, or they wouldn't be police officers. So they're clueless. So cannot blame the people. It's just the way our system is. So it's best to know the system and use the system to your advantage. And that's, the brilliance of what I picked up from William Cooper. He was talking about, in the newspapers, people get mad because, it's biased, or it's their opinions. It's to benefit them. Well, no crap. It's their press. They own the press. They have the freedom to say, as being free in America, to say anything they please. So they will. And it's going to be propaganda. But that's cool. Understand that. That's how the system was built. Because if we took away their freedoms, we're really taking away our freedoms. So let's be wise about this. Why not create our own radio show like we're doing right now? Why not you, speak the truth? Or create your own press where you have the freedom to say whatever you want. I mean, that's supposed to be the essence of America, be free.
Absolutely. And so, don't worry about how professional you may feel. Just get that information out, all the information that you discover. Get the information out to the people that you have contact with. Most people will tell us, we're crazy, we don't believe it, but, I thought that in the beginning too, and when Justin started sending me some of the conspiracy things, because I'm more in the spiritual end of it, and then, I sent a few times, and I started investigating myself, and I thought, this is interesting. I didn't believe it at first, but as I was putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, it all started to make sense, and then it started to make sense of other things about the consciousness, about the religion, about angels and things like that my experiences were. So all these little bits and pieces of information, they might not seem an important piece to the puzzle, but sometimes it is the most important piece of the puzzle if you just keep an open mind, and then everything seems to fit into place. And so someone like me, I had my relative call me just yesterday saying they missed the blog TV because they thought it was crazy, and but now they want to see it because they heard about the fluoride, and they confronted the dentist.
Hey.
And the dentist wanted to know about the fluoride in the water, the dental assistant.
My mom too. My mom calls me and says, I was telling the lady, because they offer the fluoride treatment at the end of, getting your teeth clean, and she acknowledged them because we shared this knowledge with her. She shared it with the dentist. The dentist was very interested because a lot of her clients had been telling her the same thing about the fluoride. So I gave my mom a website like fluoridealert.com or whatever it was to share it with the dentist. And that's the power of what we're doing with our freedom of speech, is letting the truth be heard. Not so everyone could go out and believe us, but for the people that are listening, that are receptive and open, they could look it up on their own and research the facts.
But the crazy thing is, the dentist, you think, would know better.
You think.
But, they're sold and taught in their practice what the pharmaceutical companies and what they're being told. Right. And obviously there's money involved in it. You want to do a good job because it sounds like a good
they're
thing.
They're misled, just like the police officer.
So it doesn't matter what kind of degree, if you're not thinking for yourself, if you're not opening your consciousness, it doesn't matter how many letters you have of the alphabet after your name. It really doesn't make any sense. If it doesn't make any sense, don't follow somebody else's ideas about things. And that's pretty much what why they call us sheeple. We're being easily led so easily to our slaughter.
And that's sheeple. And that's a term William Cooper coined and used very often, and I love that term.
Yes, because before this, I felt I understood the world around me. When I was studying Krishnamurti, I thought interesting to see what is real in life. But I didn't go so far as to dig into conspiracy. But then again, it led me there. So once you start to open up and see what's going on, and not be sold out by, the customs, the standards, the whatever is the sign of the day that they're selling on TV, or the drugs, or the economy, or any of those things. They're trying to tell you right now that the stock market is picking up, which it looks like, but it's like a false start.
That's a deception.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just a way to manipulate you. They'll get you to believe whatever they want because they own the media. That's their free right to do so. That's why it's so important you start your own radio show and voice your own opinion. We got all these comments from some negative guy that loves the government, said the government would never do this sort of stuff, and I respect your opinion. I think that is awesome. Realize I do this show for free. She does this show for free. We're very, very busy people, but we do it from the bottom of our heart because we know and we feel it is the right thing to do. And again, do not take my word for it. I'm glad you voiced your opinion, but go to the website. I mean, it's ignorance if you're not willing to go to the website and do all the research. You can say whatever you want, but unless you research it yourself, you're ignorant. That's what ignorance is. Truth is in knowledge, but you'd have to research stuff on your own and be able to document that, document that material. So don't take our words for it. I don't care what you think, but I do encourage the smart ones out there to do their own research, because what you'll find out is the more you do your due diligence and research, the more you're going to learn this stuff is all real. It's all connected. All you got to do is start connecting the dots, and it'll all become crystal clear. But at first, it is hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while.
Yeah, and it's a lot of, that comment is wonderful to hear, because there's a lot of people that feel that way. It's a lot of good intentioned people that live with the rose-colored glasses, that want to believe the best. And we all want to believe the best about our situation, but there are some things that are beyond our ideas about things, beyond the scope of our imagination. And when you start finding out from the government officials who are involved in it themselves, then you have to start to think, maybe everything isn't rose-colored glasses. Some people are out for personal agendas, and that's what we have for today.
But of course, because money corrupts, and the people who are the world elite that have, 3/4 of the money supply of the world is owned through the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, that gives them power. Mm-hmm. Money is power, and money will always corrupt. And you will always have corruption. I don't care, even on other planets, ET races, there's going to be some level of corruption, because that's how it has always been since the beginning of time. People, kings, rule the people, or popes, or priests, or ministers, or presidents,